your reaction to when it was announced that Rolly was fighting Pitbull, and that would be one of the fights that kicks off PBC on Amazon Prime.
Well, look. I've worked with Bob Arum. I've worked with Eddie Hearn. I've worked with Samson. I've worked with all these, but for some reason, working with Al Haymon is like impossible. And now he has his fighters like talking shit about me and this and that, and Rolly saying, "Oh, fuck Golden Boy" and this, and like, relax, dude. Like it's the fight's not against me, you know. Like, I'm trying to get you the most money possible, and now you're fighting for pennies on the dollar on a platform that you don't even know of. Like, you've never fought there on that. So how do you know it's better than ours? You know. I think, look, I actually love the kid. He's a character. He's funny. He's genuinely funny, and I think deep down inside he's a nice kid, but you don't disrespect, you know. Like, I mean, there's no need for it, you know. It's all good. You're not fighting me. I mean, if I would have fought you, I would have knocked your ass out easy. But you're not fighting me, you know, so just keep it cool.
We spoke to Leonard, all of us, and, you know, we asked him about the deal that you guys presented, and he wouldn't say much other than, in his words, said it was a shitty deal for him.
Trust me, it would have been the most money he would have ever made in any fight, you know. But like I've said before, Al Haymon is notorious and great at undoing fights. He's great at that. Why do you think Keith Thurman, what he's fighting for the first time in 2 years? Rollies is fighting what, again, once in a year and a half? All the fighters that are with PBC or this, they fight like once every 2 years. What is that? That's not a way to build your legacy. That's not a way to give the fight fans the best fights. That's not a way to do things. And then you come out talking shit, like, just don't do it. I'm fed up with it. I'm tired of it. It's not getting to me. Don't worry about it, because I'm doing my own thing. But just, you know, just think. Just think. Don't get diverted by the noise.
Do we still see it, or do you feel that Pitbull Cruz will end up being the winner, and it will be Pitbull that eventually down the line will face Ryan?
It's definitely going to be Pitbull. It's definitely going to be Pitbull who... Absolutely. He's going to probably knock him out. Yeah, absolutely. Pitbull's a...
Big size discrepancy, though.
Yeah, but they're both going to weigh in at 140. And I'm not sure how high Rollies goes, but Pitbull's, he's one hell of a pressure fighter. But Ryan fighting Rollies, we'll see. We'll see if Pitbull merits the opportunity.
Last week I spoke to Oscar, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is what they told me, so I'm trying to get the story straight. He told me that Eric did send Tom Brown an offer for that fight, but they never heard back from you guys, and that was really it. So from your side, like, what happened with all that?
Let me ask you a question. And how often does Oscar lie about shit? Because I know he lies a lot. I'm sure everyone on the channel could agree with me that Oscar lies about everything. All I know for a fact is, yeah, it was a bullshit offer, and I decided to take a much more difficult fight than Ryan Garcia for less money, but people want to bash me for taking a more difficult fight. I mean, I would say Pitbull Cruz is a more difficult fighter than Ryan Garcia. Wouldn't you agree?
People would ask why. Well, I'm just kind of curious. Why do you feel that?
Pitbull Cruz is more durable. I mean, just look at the Pitbull Cruz fight with Tank, and look at the Ryan Garcia fight with Tank. Okay, he's much more durable. He punches. He's aggressive. Ryan Garcia would run like a turkey. Like I said, I chose a much more exciting fighter and a come forward fighter, and I'm gonna make it a Mexican slugfest, and he's gonna make it a Mexican slugfest. And so my side of the story is that you guys are mad at me for choosing a much more difficult fight. Isn't that what boxing's about?
I love the kid. He's like funny as hell. But I think there's something off with him. No, because he's making less money fighting with no guarantee. And I wish that platform all the best, but when you're gonna have Keith Thurman versus who?
Tim Tszyu.
Tim Tszyu. No disrespect, because I love Tim Tszyu, but either one is a pay-per-view guy. That's not the way you build pay-per-view. You know, especially a new platform. I would have done like pay-per-view stars. But then the problem is they're not receiving guarantees from Amazon. That's the big issue with fighters. So, yeah, I wish all the best to Rollies. I mean, he's making pennies on the dollar than what I offered him. It's crazy.
Oscar, the question is, though, do you think that Rolly really did not have a choice? That this is about platform protection. The PBC wanted to keep him on their platform and not send him over to the zone. Do you think that had a lot to do with the decision making?
Absolutely. Look, you're now hearing Rollies, you know, preach about, oh, Amazon's the best. How do you know? You've never been on Amazon.
You didn't want to be an Amazon superstar?
Jesus.
When you were fighting Oscar?
I was an HBO superstar, you know. but the thing that my problem is that, like, how can they be the best if you haven't even fought on that platform, and they don't give you guarantees? That's not the deal structure. So I just hope. Look, I hope it's a success, because having another platform will only benefit the sport of boxing. But what I'm just saying is that you don't come out with a pay-per-view on a new platform with that type of fight. You just don't. It's common sense.